going to start off the message. One of the other readings for today fits right in with the one in the bulletin. Psalm 16. Protect me, O God, for in you I will take refuge. I say to the Lord, you are my Lord. I have no good apart from you. As for the holy ones in the land, they are noble, in whom are my delight. Those who chose another God multiplies their sorrows. Their drink offerings of blood I will not pour out, or take their names upon my lips. The Lord is my chosen portion and my cup. You hold my lot. The boundary lines have fallen for me in present places. I have goodly heritage. I bless the Lord who gives me counsel. In the night also my heart instructs me. I keep the Lord always before me, because he is at my right hand. I shall not be moved. Therefore my heart is glad, and my soul rejoices. My body also rests secure. For you do not give me up to Sheol, or let the faithful one see the pit. You show me the path of life, and your presence there is a fullness of joy. In your right hand are pleasures forevermore. That was from the about 900 BC. That's with David. And it was one of the Psalms for him, not written by him. As you can see, 1 Peter, they intermix together. Here he is foretelling the day of God coming forward and basically saying to everyone, follow me, saying, you're going to have trials. He's talking, listen to me, listen to your heart. And along the way, God came forward in approximately 33 AD, with give or take a few years one way or the other. He gave us his son, his own body to be born unto earth as man in Jesus. And now he gave to us by following the Jewish people of that time and taking care of each other, listening to him, following the tenets. And then, well, just like today, they had to be reminded that here we are, we had now gotten Jesus, came back, he was crucified, he died for us, he is there and will support us in our future, but how many people doubt it? And how many people to this time still doubt the focus of listening to your heart, helping others, following their devotion of gold would be, in my mind, is not the metal. It's the gold of the heart, the gold of the spirit, the gold, the value of what you do to others, for others, and it will come back to you. If you help people, you watch out for people, you support people, you're going to get support from others. And then when we do go into the afterlife, and definitely there is an afterlife, we will be remembered for what we did during our life on earth. As long as we listen to our heart, listen to what God and Jesus is telling us. The two are so well intermixed. One's talking 900 years before of what you should follow. And then 1 Peter, whoever is the actual writer, again, everything that's maybe Paul, maybe Peter, or one of his followers, books were named were given the name back then of the person they were to represent, not necessarily written by the individual. But think about it. What have you done to help others? Bob, you've gone over, you probably in this room have done the most to help others that really need help by your time over in Africa. I'm sure you don't sit around underneath or am I saying something you don't want to?
No.
No.
I can't say that I've done the most, but I don't know. I've done what I've done.
Yeah. But most of us, what I'm looking at is you've gone for field. You've done like missionary type of thing where most of us have stayed in our own local community. Yes, I came up a great distance of Essex County, 50 miles away. So I was born and raised, maybe lived 5 years, about 400 miles away. Now Irene, well, she's moved all around the East Coast and the Caribbean, but most of the time, I was just surviving. Come with a family. Cheryl, just in northern New Jersey, right? Land is still one. Your time's coming for you to move on and move around.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know she's operating, she likes the family business, but her time will come, maybe school or whatever, and travel. And I know you and Bob, another Bob, travel around and you take part in, I think, don't you assist? It seems like a small thing, but you assist with the lighthouses and preservation of history and enjoyment.
Not really a system, but yeah.
But by going around and being a part of enjoyment of it, you actually are, if people like you, people don't show up to enjoy something, what finally happens? They close down. Sue, the library, I'm sorry, I've been to you many times at the desk. I know you've helped, and I've seen you helping people. Yeah, I don't usually ask for help, I'm usually interrupting you well, but how many times people come and you assist them? So, in our own daily lives, we actually do show or way of having God, listening to God and helping people. Also Sunday school within the community here, teaching for some of the members of the congregation. Irene was Girl Scouts leadership for a little while, and a lot of sport run-arounds. I think somebody may have done dance within our church. I don't remember now with dance, I'm not sure about. But as we're going to have trials. How many times when we go to do stuff do we have difficulties, like coming home, coming back to America? I don't know what you consider home, or getting back over to Africa. Getting stuck in my case, Woking. Some of the trials and tribulations, they expect you to get home, and then all of a sudden, no, I'm not going home. I'm going to be an extra day where when I used to be down in Wilmington, and I didn't have a choice. It was luckily at that time I had my mom's to crash up for a few hours. Everybody has some type of trial, sometimes harder than others, and it's remembering the final goal is to be Christ-like, is to help others. And sometimes it can be in the most small, insignificant thing, like smiling at somebody at just the right time, that somebody needs to see a happy face look at them. You know, God was talking to you, he was, hey, smile at the little child starts screaming and the mother's about ready to pull the hair out. And then all of a sudden the kid starts laughing and you're like, oh, thank you. And I know that's happened, and we just did that recently with there wasn't screaming, but the goal was one could around saying hi to everybody. The little face lit up when we actually responded to that. You know, I just looked at him, just said hello. Well, in a way that is being called upon to spread light and happiness and joy. And I can't answer what little things that might have occurred to anyone, that's each, inside of each person, things that they've done, run across, or that somebody has done for them. Markers, I think I've heard of IQs, IQs, the things you, yeah, that's why I'm not sure how to pronounce it for sure. Every now and then, I don't get an interest, but sometimes I'll read them just to say, and some will, it's just something I needed to read that day. And it's like, well, Martha would have no way of knowing in her writing, she's reaching out and getting me. She may know she's getting other people, maybe not who each one, but. So, as Post Peter says, our reward is coming. And as long as we have to go through the trials and tribulations, and we also have to help others who are going through trials and tribulations. It's not just about us, and even at the end game, the ending up with the glorious life ever after, ever living in heaven. Because if you could have helped somebody along the way to join you there, didn't you also now just take away from yourself that maybe this person that you didn't help, that you could have helped, would be right next to you when their time came. So when the thing with the pass it along, pass it on, doing something nice for somebody, that's a great concept. You help somebody, and you do it without knowing if you're going to get somebody else, but maybe someday somebody will help you that was helped by how many steps between. Then you'll never know, and you shouldn't be doing it for that purpose, but it can still come back to help you. So what I would say to everyone, if at all possible, is to truly do the old saying. Put yourself in someone else's shoes before just worry about yourself. Think about what your actions could do to another, or good or bad. And with Jesus, as listening to his guidance in our hearts, generally if it feels like you're not helping somebody and it's good, do it. But think about it first and just see how it feels. Try to avoid the spontaneity, which sounds strange, but God will guide us. As Todd put it on Sunday, I'll close this one. He was saying about the idea of belief. And he mentioned walking the steps. So, well, God's there guiding us. I was the one he was saying, well, I see the look on your face. It's in Mark. Show serpent, you will survive serpent bites. Well, no, I think God's with me is going to guide me to avoid the serpent's bite. Then I'll take the next stage if it happens. That, yes, God will get me through. But I'm going to look and listen to God to be my eyes and the little hand on the shoulder saying, no, go this way. Why test? I'm not going to sit there and handle serpents. I'm going to try my hardest not to handle serpents. So, in the ideal of Post Peter and the earlier psalm, listen to the Lord. Remembering your trials and tribulations will end, and